Let's solve this question together. It says square root of x cubed is equal to 3 cubed. We're required to find the value of x, okay? Now, first things first, we can say this can be rewritten as, okay, root of x cubed minus 3 cubed is equal to 0, okay? From here, we can write this as x raised to the power half, okay, root of x is equal to x raised to the power half, all raised to the power 3 minus 3 raised to the power 3 is equal to 0, okay? And as you can see, this is difference of two cubes. So we saw this is the law of difference of two cubes. And what does the law of difference of two cubes state? So if you have a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b into a squared plus ab plus b squared, okay? Now applying this law here, we're going to have that this becomes, okay, so we're going to have x raised to the power half minus 3 into x raised to the power half squared, okay, minus 3 into, or plus rather, 3 into x raised to the power half, okay, plus 3 squared, which is 9, alright, and this is equal to 0. Moving on from here, we can say that x raised to the power half minus 3 multiplied by, now this is x raised to the power half raised to the power 2 plus 3x raised to the power half plus 9 equal to 0, okay? Now as you can see, the product of two is equal to 0. So when the product of two is equal to 0, it's either the first one is equal to 0 or the second one is equal to 0. So it's either that x raised to the power half minus 3 is equal to 0, okay? Moving on from here, we're going to have that x raised to the power half is equal to 3, okay, when this crosses over. Squaring both sides, we have this squared is x, and this is equal to 3 squared, which is 9. So the first value for x is that x is equal to 9, okay? Now remember the second condition, we have that x raised to the power half, okay, squared, plus 3 into x raised to the power half, okay, plus 9, and this is also equal to 0 from our second condition. Moving on from here, we can say let x raised to the power half be equal to y. So that what we are going to have here is y raised to the power 2, okay? So y squared plus 3y plus 9 to be equal to 0, okay? Now from here we can say let's use the quadratic formula. So we're going to have that y will be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, okay? Where a is the coefficient of y squared, which is 1, b is the coefficient of y, which is plus 3, and c is the coefficient of the last term, which is 9. Okay, so we're going to have that y is equal to, this is minus 3 plus or minus square root of 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 9, which is 36, all over 2 times 1, which is 2. That y is equal to minus 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 36 is negative 27, okay, all over 2. And this is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root of negative 27 is expression as root of 9 times root of 3 times root of minus 1 all over 2, okay? Now this is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root of 9 is 3, okay, so we have 3, root of negative 1 is I, and then we have root 3, okay, all over 2, okay? So we can say recall that y is equal to x raised to the power half, okay? Now from here it means that this is equal to x raised to the power half as well. So it means we now have that y is equal to this, which is negative 3 plus or minus 3i root 3 all over 2, and this is equal to x raised to the power half. Invariably our x now becomes equal to, okay, the square of minus 3 plus or minus 3i root 3 all squared divided by 4, okay? Alright, moving on from here, we can say when x is plus, when this is minus 3 plus 3i root 3 all squared, now that x should have be equal to minus 3 plus 3i root 3 all squared divided by 4. This is equal to minus 3 squared is plus 9, okay? Minus 3 times 3 is minus 9 times 2 is minus 18 I root 3. And lastly, we now have 3 squared is 9, I squared is minus 1. So we have minus 9 multiplied by root of 3 squared is 3. And this divided by 4. So that we have this to be equal to 9, and this is 27. 9 minus 27 is negative 18. So we have minus 18I root 3. Okay, all over 4. And this is equal to minus 9 minus 9I root 3 divided by 2. So this becomes equal to, okay, negative 1 over 2 into 9 plus 9I root 3. Okay, and this is the first value, this is the second value for x, so we write x2. Recall that our x1 was equal to 9. Okay, and let's find the third value for x. Now for the third value for x, we're going to pick the negative part of this equation. So we have x is equal to negative 3 minus 3I root 3 all squared divided by 4. Okay, and this is equal to negative 3 squared is still 9. Okay, we're going to have minus 3 times minus 3 is plus 9 times 2 is plus 18. Okay, so we have plus 18I root 3. And lastly, we now have, so for the last term, we're going to have the same thing we had before. So we're going to have minus 27, okay, all over 4. And this becomes equal to 9 minus 27 is negative 18. So we have plus 18I root 3, okay, all over 4. Now this becomes equal to, so we can interchange this as 9I root 3 minus 9 divided by 2, okay. So this can boil down to what? This can boil down to half into 9I root 3 minus 9. Okay, so this is our x3. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.